Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. Sorry about that. We apparently had some technical difficulties, so we're going to try this again. So this is story time with Miss Susie, and we are going to start out today with a song that we haven't done for a while. It's called Everybody Clap Your Hands. So we're going to be clapping, we're going to be stomping our feet, we're going to be playing peekaboo, going side to side, 1, 2, 3, and woo! You remember this one, right? I'm sure you do. If not, it's really easy to pick up. So let's go ahead and get started. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. And everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Everybody stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. And everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. Everybody go peek-a-boo. And everybody go side to side. 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 And everybody go 1, 2, 3, woo! 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 And clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Woo! Way to go. That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining me with that today. All right. So we are going to do the letter S today. You see that letter S? Can you take your finger, put it in the air, and let's make a letter S. Ooh, do you hear that sound? What animal does that remind you of? A snake, right? The letter S. Now, if we were doing the sign language for that, the letter S, we would take our hands and then put our thumb over the top like this. So make a fist, and then we're going to just put our thumb over the top. This is the letter S. Now, what we're going to talk about today is an animal. We said S works for snake, but it also works for this animal. Except it doesn't sound quite the same, does it? This is one of those weird things in our language. So when we put the S with an H, we get the word for this animal. It's sheep. Wow, sheep. Now to do sheep, we're going to do a sign that has something to do with what grows on the sheep. On the outside of the sheep, we have some very soft wool. And all winter long, the sheep is eating and cuddling up and getting nice and plump and fat, and the wool grows. But in the spring, what do they do to a sheep? You know what they do? They cut off the wool from the sheep. It doesn't hurt the sheep. And then we take the wool and make it into clothes and things that we can wear and use. So the sign for sheep is we're going to take our hand like this, then we're going to make like a scissors, and we're going to shear the sheep or cut the wool off the sheep. Oh, listen to that. Shear the sheep. There's that letter S again with the H. Shear and sheep, right? There we go. So this is our sheep. Now, you maybe like the soft cuddly ones. When they're little, we don't call them sheep. Do you remember what we call them? Starts with this letter. Yeah, a lamb. So a baby sheep is called a lamb, and they're nice and soft and cuddly, right? Okay, but do you know what? I think I love sheep. Do you know that? Here's my sheep. So we're going to do a little story or a flannel with the sheep. I love sheep. I count them in my sleep. They jump all night over fences high. They jump so high, they reach the sky. Oh, they help me sleep. And that is why I love sheep. How many sheep did we have today? Should we count them? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sometimes if we count sheep jumping over a fence, it helps us go to sleep at night, right? Yeah, so sheep can be lots and lots of fun. All right. Do you know that when we have stories about sheep, we sometimes have a character that doesn't like the sheep so much? Do you remember the story of the 3 little pigs? Who's this guy? That's right, this is the wolf. And when the wolf finds the pigs at home, he knocks on their door and he says, little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, right? Because what does the wolf want to do? The wolf wants to eat the pigs, right? Sometimes the wolf likes to eat sheep. So in our next story, we're going to see what happens with our wolf. Oh, but that doesn't look like a wolf, does it? What is he wearing? He's wearing the wool to make him look like a sheep. So this story is called Sheepish. There we go. Wolf Undercover by Helen Yoon. So we have to pay attention to what happens with our wolf. There's our wolf. Scoot, scoot, scoot. He's hiding. But what's he thinking about? He's thinking about eating those sheep, isn't he? And he's coming up to the sheep pen. Scoot, scoot, scoot. There he gets away from his bush. Scoot, scoot, scoot. And he gets into the sheep pen. Success! I'm in! Shh. I'm pretending to be a sheep. Nobody suspects a thing. Do you think those sheep know that he's a wolf? Let's see. It's all part of my master plan. Step 1, be helpful. He's clearing the dishes and washing them all up. But what's he dreaming about? Oh, yes, he wants that sheep on a platter. Step 2, be handy. Look at all the things. He's chopping wood, but he's thinking about that sheep and how he can eat it. Step 3, be fun, be friendly. Ooh, we're gonna do exercise classes and we're gonna play games and be a team player. Step 4, be the sheepiest sheep that ever was. What's he doing? Well, he's doing what I'm doing, right? He's reading a book to the sheep. Then, when they least expect it, dinner time. Huh? What's the little sheep doing? It gave the wolf a kiss. Uh-oh, that made him stop and think, didn't it? Now he's not so sure. I can't do it. Nope, 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 nope. And he runs away. I can't eat the sheep. They're too cute. And he goes back home. Takes off his little costume. And what's he gonna do with that wool? New plan, step 1. Puts the wool in small pieces, and look at what he's making. Step 2. He makes little sheep that he puts on the top of his fireplace. Success! The no meat diet. He's going to have to learn to eat without eating sheep. Knock, knock, knock. Huh? Who's at the door? What do you think? We missed you. It's all the sheep, but what are they wearing? They all came disguised as a wolf. Is that silly? You knew, he says. They knew all along, didn't they? Pretty silly sheep. There we go. So Sheepish by Helen Yoon. What a silly story. We have another song, though, that we're going to do. So for the first verse, we're going to sing about the black sheep. And for the second verse, we're going to sing about the white sheep. So let's sing Baa Baa Black Sheep. And then for the second verse, we're going to add a white sheep. All right? Here we go.
Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master and one for my dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full.
Now this time we have a white sheep going to a little girl. Ready?
Baa Baa White Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master and one for my dame, and one for the little girl who lives down the lane. Baa Baa White Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full.
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty fun. And just a reminder to the adults at home, when you know these songs, it's really fun to just go ahead and make up a new verse. So you could do another verse and make it a green sheep or a blue sheep or a purple sheep. And then it goes to somebody else who lives down the lane, the grandma down the lane or the grandpa down the lane or the aunt and uncle or the friend or the neighbor. Make it up. Have your kids help you make it up. It's a great way to do some songs and play with words and learn new vocabulary. So don't be afraid to try something new with a song that you know. All right. So we talked about the wolf wanting to eat the sheep. And then we know that the wolf wanted to eat the pig. Can you think of another story where a wolf keeps wanting to eat somebody? It's a story with somebody who wears a red cape over their head. Oh, that's right, it's Little Red Riding Hood. And who does the wolf meet in the woods but Little Red Riding Hood? And then he scampers ahead and he eats the grandma, right? The grandma, right? Okay, so in our next story, it's called The Great Grand Plan. And we have the wolf, and we have Granny, and we have a little pig. So let's see what happens. This story is by Ellie Woodward. All right, what is the Great Grand Plan? The pig had a house in the wild, wild wood. It was safe. It was strong. It was snug. It was good. Uh-oh. Who is peeking in the window? That wolf. I tell you, you gotta watch out for that wolf. So when the bad wolf started howling and prowling and skulking and scowling and grizzling and growling, the pig said, "Old wolf, you can blow till you're blue, but you'll not break my house down, whatever you do." The wolf simply glared, then slunk slowly away. But there, on the pathway, the very next day, the pig found a note that said, "Top secret plot. 1, eat the 3 little pigs." Yeah, that got crossed out, didn't work. Number 2, gobble Red Riding Hood's gran, nice and hot. Uh-oh. No, cried the pig. Oh, my trusty old trotter, that stinky old flea bag, that wily old rotter. And he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that gran!" I'll snatch him, I'll catch him, that wolf won't escape. But first, what I need is a super pig cape. So he dashed through the town till he came to a stall. They hadn't a cape, but they gave him a shawl. Oh, isn't that cute? Then he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that gran!" Now, I'll have to be sneaky. I might have to spy. Binoculars! Yes, I should give them a try. So he dashed to the shops, and there weren't any there. But he did find some rather fine specs, the very last pair. Look at that. Now he's wearing specs. Specs are like glasses, and this is the rope that holds them around his neck. Then he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue! Save that gran!" I'll swoop on that wolfie. I'll hoop him, I hope. But now what I need is some lovely strong rope. So he dashed to the city. The shops were so full, and the rope was sold out. But he did find some wool. Then he ran to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue! Save that gran!" Does he remind you of anybody? With that shawl and those specs and that wool? But just as he came to the edge of the wood, he stopped most abruptly, as there the wolf stood. "Red Riding Hood's granny, Well, how do you do? Strangely enough, I've been searching for you. Although I admit that it's quite a surprise. You've such a strange nose and small piggy eyes. Well, who does that pig look like? Gran? Thought the pig. And he took a long look. Oh, he does. He looks like Gran. Then he quivered and quaked, and he shivered and shook. The wolf eyed him up and snarled, nice and plump. Not old and not chewy, just look at that rump. You'd taste rather rare in a roll, I would bet. And he lunged at the pig, but then down came a net. And there in the wood was Red Riding Hood's Gran, who cried, think we can't catch you? You bet that we can. Now look at those two. Don't they look a lot alike? You bet. You wicked old wolf, you may huff, you may puff, but I'm telling you now, I have had quite enough. Then she tied up the wolf from his nose to his tail, and together they took him and dropped him in jail. It's fairy tale jail. Thanks, cried the pig, but the Gran said, thank you. That wolf would have minced me for Gray Granny stew. And linking together, they danced out a jig, the wolf-busting Gran and the clever young pig. Yes, they both said, we're an excellent team. And the wolf never came there again, it would seem. But he's a sneaky wolf. Can you find him? There's the pig and Gran. There's the other two pigs. There's the cow. And look it. There he is. Can you see him? What's he wearing? Silly wolf. He's got that Red Riding Hood on. Uh-oh, you better watch out, or the wolf's gonna get you. There you go. Lots of fun with that. Okay. Now, we have one more song we're going to do. This is just a fun song because we need something fun to do, don't we? Yep. So, whatever you have that you can shake, go find something you can shake, or even if it's 2 cups, maybe you can clink them together carefully. But we're going to be pouring some things and shaking some things up. So whatever you got, go ahead and grab it, and we're going to get started on our song. Are you ready? Oops. Here we go.
Okay, let's make a milkshake. You ready?
Ready?
Here we go. You take a little milk, pour some milk, and you take a little cream, pour some cream. You stir it all up, you shake it and you sing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. You take a little milk, pour some milk, and you take a little cream, pour the cream. You stir it all up, you shake it and you sing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. Milkshake, milkshake, shake it up, milkshake, milkshake, shake it all up. Okay, now drink it.
Are you ready? Yummy, right? Okay. That was just a fun song, wasn't it? That's Milkshake. So I hope you drank yours all up. All right, just before we go, I just want a couple of things I want to mention to you. Friday, 1 o'clock, Mary Tooley's going to be on our YouTube and Facebook channels with a program about birds. If you haven't got your family activity kit for that, there are a couple left. You can still get some of those. But otherwise, don't forget to join in Friday at 1 o'clock for Mary Tooley's program with birds. Then at 1 o'clock on Saturday, we'll have our field trip from the Memorial Veterinary place up on Memorial Drive, the veterinary place. So make sure you join us at 1 o'clock on Saturday for that. And then also starting Saturday, May 1st, you can register for our summer reading program. Don't forget to get going on that. You register through our Beanstack app. You can find all the directions on our website. So go ahead and do that. If you're a first-time user to Beanstack, there are some directions there for you, or you can always call the library or bring in your mobile device and we'll help you get started. So don't forget to register. That opens for summer reading program. Registration opens May 1st. The program actually starts June 14th and runs through August 7th. But you want to go ahead and get registered for that so you don't miss anything, all right? Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for being patient with our technical difficulties, and we will see you next week. Bye.